In the left corner we have none other than Naruto Uzumaki, the shinobi from the Hidden Leaf village who has trained his whole life in the art of chakra. And in the right corner we have Gon Freaks, who is a professional hunter and has trained his whole life in the art of Nen. Leaving all introduction aside, let's start the fight in 3, 2, 1, go! Wait a second, but who will actually win a fight between Nen and Chakra? Forget about the fight between Naruto and Gon, or tell me your opinion in the comments. But what I really want to ask, if two equal strong people train, one of them is learning Nen and the other is learning Chakra, which one will be stronger? The answer to this question is actually more clear than you might expect, because in today's episode we will compare the two abilities and at the end we will decide which is superior, Chakra or Nen. If you enjoyed the video, don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel for more episodes about anime. Now let's begin. In the first part of the episode, we will examine the two abilities. If you think you are already an expert on them, you can skip on this minute, so you don't have to watch me explain Chakra and Nen. Now that only those interested are still here, I will start explaining Chakra. Chakra is the combination of spiritual and physical energy, which together with hand signs can create jutsu. These jutsus can be very diverse, but to use them you need to have a large enough reserve of chakra and to know the hand signs. Jutsus can be of two main types. The first is genjutsu, which manipulates the opponent. This manipulation can make the opponent see, feel or believe what you want, making it very powerful. The next type is ninjutsu, which includes all jutsus that don't fall in the first category. In this category you can find anything from cloning to projectiles, and here you can really show your creativity. Chakra also has 5 types, which are the 5 main elements in this anime: fire, water, wind, earth and lightning. From birth, every person has an affinity of one of these 5 elements, meaning you will be better at one element, but nothing stops you from learning the rest. It will be just harder to learn and it will be less effective than your main affinity. Another important part of chakra is the 8 gates. Chakra flows throughout your body like blood, but if you run out of chakra you will die. To prevent all of your chakra from leaving your body and kill you, there are 8 gates that can be opened with enough training, allowing you to use more chakra, resulting in stronger jutsus. You can open all of your 8 gates, at which point your power becomes extremely strong, but this almost always results in death. Probably the most important part of all chakra system in Naruto are the Gekkeigenkais. Gekkeigenkais are powerful traits that you inherit or gaining by hosting a tail beast, which makes you a Jinchuriki. The inherited things can be beautiful eyes like Sharingan or Byakugan, which you can only have if you are born into the clan that possess them, by example the Uchiha clan. Those beautiful eyes give very powerful abilities that are impossible to replicate without having the eye. You can transplant the eye into someone outside the clan, but its power will be weaker and the chances of you dying when using it increase. Another thing that genetics can bring is the combination of elements. A user can inherit the power to combine elements, such as earth plus water to create wood, or fire plus earth to create lava. Like the abilities given by the beautiful eyes, these cannot be replicated unless you inherited them. Another possibility is to be a Jinchuriki, which is when a tail beast is sealed inside your body. Tail beasts are creatures with enormous amounts of chakra, and because they are inside you, you can use some of their chakra. Alright, now that you understand chakra, it's time to move on to Nen. Nen is the aura, that is the life energy of every living being. Everyone has it, but not everyone knows it exists, because it's invisible for those who did not train in Nen. Nen has 4 main principles. Ten, when you stop your aura from leaking out of your body, preventing for being waste. Ren, when you increase the amount of Nen you use for anything, be in techniques or physical strength. Zetsu, basically the opposite of Ren, where you completely stop your using Nen, making your aura invisible. This is very powerful if you want to stay hidden. Another Nen user can normally see your aura, so by using Zetsu, you hidden yourself, but the trade-off is weaker defense and attack because you are not using much aura. Hatsu, which I will explain in a moment, but first we need to talk about the 6 types of Nen. Like the elements in Naruto, every person is born with affinity for one of the 6 types, which are connected to your personality. They are Enhancer, using your aura to improve your physical power, like your punches or speed. Emission, when you can project your aura outside your body, very good for long distance attacks. Transmuter, when you can change your aura into elements like electricity or fire. Manipulation, when you use your aura to control objects or living beings. Conjuration, when you can create real objects with your aura. And Specialist, everything that does not fit into the previous 5 categories. These types are very important for your Hatsu, which is your personal ability, and it can be anything from projectiles to cloning to something simple. Your Hatsu can be much stronger, sometimes even dozens of times stronger if you set conditions. These conditions can vary. For example, your ability can be used only to kill a certain type of people, or you might lose your Hatsu after using it. The harsher the condition, the stronger the ability. Alright, welcome to those who skipped right here. I just finished explaining those abilities and now it's time to see which is superior, Nen or Chakra. If 2 equally strong people start training, one learning Nen and the other learning Chakra, the winner is actually pretty easy to find. One thing these 2 power systems have in common is that it's very easy to discover your ability. Let's take a real life example. Finding a job. We born with an affinity for something. Maybe you are creative and better at painting, or you have a quick mind and you can make fast calculations. These are the things that you love and you are best to do. But unlike in these anime worlds, people in real life often don't easily find their affinities, so we end up doing something that we don't like just to do it on average level or fail at it entirely. That's why we need to spend a lot of time trying everything to find that thing we are the best of it. But in both anime worlds, you find your affinity very quickly. For example, in Hunter x Hunter, you only need a glass of water and a leaf to find your affinity, so you can invest all of your time into perfecting your skills. Now that I said what they have in common, it's time to talk about the biggest problem with Chakra. It's heavily based on luck. The Gegenkais, which are the most powerful part of Chakra, it's entirely inherited. That means that from birth, it is decided if you are powerful or not. Even if you have an affinity towards fighting, you will never win a fight against someone with a Gegenkai or other abilities that are inherited. Of course, you can still be strong without them, but never at a higher level. And since we are comparing here 2 equally strong people and not one who is lucky, Chakra will suffer. Another thing we need to compare are the abilities that these 2 powers bring. And here we can find a very quick winner. Chakra allows you to create thousands of jutsus from the 5 elements, and if you reach a higher level, you can have even more options. But the verity will never come close to the verity of the Nen techniques. Anything Chakra can do, Nen can do too. But Nen can do many things that Chakra cannot do, like creating objects from pure aura, or turning your aura into any elements without having to inherit them. The last thing Chakra has it are the 8 gates, the moment where you become the strongest. Even if this is very powerful, if you learn Nen, you will have the option to put conditions that are more powerful and versatile. It's true that the conditions can also lead to death, but I said it's more versatile because if you are smart, you can put conditions that do not kill you and still give you immense power, sometimes even greater than the 8 gates. So, if a Nen user was to fight a Chakra user, I believe Nen would win because it's not based on luck, it's much more versatile, and there is no limit at what you can do. But that's just my opinion. Tell yours in the comments. If you watch until here, it means that you enjoyed it. So I think it's a good moment to subscribe to the channel. If you are not still convinced, check this video that YouTube thinks you will like. Until the next time, I am Anime Dog and I wish you all the best. Goodbye.